Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time I would like to talk about self-checking. Not checking in with yourself in a good way, but self-checking as in checking your blood pressure, checking your pulse, your heart rate, checking your oxygen levels, checking even your blood sugar, checking your weight. Anything really, unless of course you've been told to by your GP, then it's completely different. But if you haven't been advised to and you've got no reason to other than thinking you're reassuring yourself, I can promise you 100% you're not reassuring yourself. Anything you're self-checking with, whether it's blood pressure monitors, heart, smartphones and watches and all that business, while you are dealing with anxiety, certainly severe anxiety, also health anxiety, this is massive if you're suffering health anxiety. We do all these things because we've been led to believe that there's something wrong with us, or there's going to be something wrong with us, or worst case scenario, we're going to die. So we're trying to assure ourselves that everything's running fine and everything's ticking fine. The problem is, firstly, these devices, they're not 100% accurate. They're never as good as going to the GP. But beside all that, forget about that, because that's not what I'm here to talk about either. Like I've said in my videos, I'll give you little bullet points, because the scientifics and going too deep into things, it's just confusing for the anxious brain. So basically, I'm here to say, put them away, chuck them away, give them to a relation, tell them to take them away. It's hard to do. I can remember being sat there checking my blood pressure every 5 minutes. I was in a complete wreck. And my sister found me doing this and took the blood pressure monitor away. Now, initially, don't get me wrong, that causes further anxiety because you feel you've lost a comforting tool. But if you are wanting to get anywhere down any sort of road to recovery, this isn't how to do it. It really isn't. I promise you with all my heart, this is not how to do it. Get rid of them tools, give them to somebody, tell them to take them away. At first it's gonna be hard, don't get me wrong, you will crave it, you'll almost need to know. There's something you've got to do to get anywhere with anxiety, whatever anxiety it is, to be honest. And if you've followed my videos, I've talked about it. If you haven't followed my videos and this just happens to be the first video you're dropping onto, then please do go and follow the videos. Start with a CBT session 1 and work through, because they all give you little hints and tips of where you can get to what I'm asking you to do now. And what I'm asking you to do now is all your self-checking devices, whatever it may be, blood pressure monitors, oxygen levels, pulse, heart rate checkers, weighing scales, you know, anything, whatever it is that you're obsessing on to reassure yourself that you're okay, that everything's fine, get rid of it. You are okay. You know you're anxious. You know you're anxious, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, and you certainly won't be a member of my group. And all these things are doing is feeding your anxious mind. You may think it's calming your anxious mind because you get a reading and, oh yeah, that's good. That's all very well. But the thought of you having to check that is anxiety. It's anxious, because I wouldn't think to check my heart rate or blood pressure unless a doctor had advised me to. So just that first thought that has got you to, I'm going to check my pulse. What's my pulse? That's anxiety. So by doing it, you're feeding the anxiety. Now, if you're really, really fortunate and it's a great reading, then okay, there's that little sort of calming effect. But you're still feeding the anxiety because you're going to do it again. And every time you do it, you're feeding your anxious mind. So put them away. That's one thing that you've done, a baby step forward to get rid of your anxiety. You are not letting your mind, you are not letting your thoughts control you to get you to go and check it. Because that's what it's doing. It's that thought. I must check my blood pressure. I must check my oxygen level. I must check my pulse. I know this is hard. I know this is hard. Believe me, I know this is hard. But I promise you, I've been there, I've done it, I've been checking my blood pressure, I've been checking my pulse, I've checked everything you can possibly check, and I promise you that 7 years on, I have none of this, and I don't check anything. And you can do this too. You can get there. You really can get there. But you've got to make a change. You've got to make choices. And sometimes they're not easy choices and they're not easy changes. But I say in my website, the first step is to make changes. And this is one huge change that you can do to stop feeding that anxious mind. So please, put them away. Honestly, put them away. Get someone to take them out of sight, out of mind, and next time you get that thought, oh, I can feel my pulse, I better take my pulse. No. You can feel your pulse because your body is in a hypersensitive state. Your body is on the verge of fight and flight all the time because of our anxious mind. So these chemicals are in our body all the time. So we may lay down and feel your pulse through your back, feel your pulse in your neck, and immediately it triggers this, oh my God, what's that? What's going on? Nothing is going on. You're in a hypersensitive state. And believe me, it's a good thing that you do feel that pulse, because if you didn't, then you've got serious problems. All right? So please, come on, put them devices down. Put them in a drawer, give them to, don't put them in a drawer because you're going to get them out of the drawer. Give them away. Just give them to a friend or relative and just say, take that away. Because every time, count how many times you check these things in a week. Certainly these smartwatches, you know, they're just, oh, for anxiety. I bet there's people that are checking them every few minutes, like I was my blood pressure every few minutes. Please. Please, just give them away, just for now. Take this step to beat that anxiety, and you can beat it. I hope that's helped. I know it's not easy. I will never ever say this is easy. Believe me, I will never say it's easy. This was the hardest fight I have ever fought in my life. But it's doable. It really is. So thanks for watching. Probably not, it's got a little bit emotional. This is a really big game changer, honestly. It's yeah, it's a big game changer. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it's helped. I hope you listen. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos, because I've been making quite a lot lately and it's quite hard to put them on the group, and I am putting them within the website, so hopefully you'll have checked that out anyway and you won't miss any. But yeah, if there's any videos you'd like me to do on anything you're having problems with, let me know, and if I can cover it, I will. If I've experienced it, and I will cover it, I will. yeah, that's it really. Look after yourself, be kind to yourself, slow down, give yourself lots of time, lots of self-love, and you will do this. Alright, until next time, take care, be kind to yourself, bye bye.